I have a trial for HBO. All right. Hi. Say hello to all four of us. This is Ghosty. This is Greg. And who are you?
I am Rachel and I am ready to lose some followers.
Oh, and I'm Eric, and I'm an alcoholic. And I just wanted to tell you that I get my 30-day chip today. I'm just kidding. That's depressing. Oh, don't clap. I wouldn't have a
Huh,
one
hey,
day
well,
chip. I'm drunk right
no.
now.
Oh my God. I was gonna be like,
JK.
no, okay, we can be twins. I'm coming up on 8 years in November. But that's okay. That's
Well,
okay.
you got 8 years. I got 8 months. Hey, that's something.
Yay.
But welcome to episode 2. How are you feeling?
A little chilly, a little ready for the fall weather, all of the spookiness.
What did you think of the reaction from the people from the first live stream?
um, I think that it was good. And I think that it's more important that we are enjoying this.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
of
what I
course
will
him.
say. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they could enjoy it a little bit more. We only got like 1,200 views, so let's hope that we get people to like step it up because we deserve better than
We will get better than that.
that. We
Um,
deserve like 1 million a day. Like, maybe it's because I didn't wash my hair, you think?
well, I
They're
didn't
like,
wash
ew,
my
that
hair.
guy's all greasy. Let's not watch this
I didn't wash
podcast.
my hair today. I didn't wash my hair today. Maybe it was because I was in the basement where I live now.
It
Like,
looks like it's clean.
it is not, I assure you. It
Looks
is
can be
very dirty.
deceiving. It's like, Xtina, wanna get dirty? All right. So
Anyway,
today, are you ready? Can you like,
probably.
I'm just kidding. Cut. No, I'm just kidding. No, today we are going to dive into the iconic 1996 slasher, also known as Scream.
Yes.
So this movie means a lot to me. And also, I would like to tell the audience spoiler warning because we're going to talk about all of it. I don't care if you watched it or not. It's like 30 years old. Like, you've had time. Like, come on. My nephew is like 13. He's watched it 100 times. So, like, what are you doing,
Yeah. I feel like
Like,
most
with your
people have
life?
seen at least bits and pieces of it, even if they haven't seen the
Yeah.
whole thing. Or yeah.
Although remember, like, the outfits for the hair, like Drew Barrymore's little bob with, like, the
Yeah.
sweater and
But
the
yeah.
big phone.
Yeah. And definitely I think Tatum's outfits in that movie are
The
extremely
skirt, like, the
iconic.
groovy looking skirt and the green,
Yeah.
like, what's that called when they go down to right here?
It's a crop top, but it's like a
Yes.
short sleeve sweater is what she's wearing. It's a
And
short
she's got,
sleeve
like,
sweater, almost turtleneck thing she's got going on with the white
and her tits are,
platforms.
like, almost, like, into the camera
No,
itself.
no bra.
Oh my god, I was like, "Is it cold in there or what?" Like, she could cut some diamonds.
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, mine are getting like that just talking about it." Okay, so who was the director? I know you know this.
Wes
Was it Wes
Craven, of course.
Carpenter? Wait,
What?
who?
What?
Wes
Carpenter?
Craven?
Wes
No,
Craven?
don't you remember, like, from
Wait,
Scream,
am
it
I
sounds
gonna
like a Wes
hold on.
Carpenter flick or something?
Am I gonna have to double check on you right here?
No,
Carpenter.
it's
Wait,
Wes
John
Craven, but
Carpenter?
Tatum says, isn't it like a John or, a Wes Carpenter
Yeah.
flick or
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Yeah,
We
she
were
does.
just
She
talking about
does.
Ta Oh, I'm just kidding. No, you're allowed to make a mistake here, and then no one's perfect.
Oh my God. I
Just So, it was written by Kevin Williamson, who also wrote, I think, Dawson's Creek and like some movie called Teaching Mrs. Tingle with like that crazy girl that married Tom Cruise and she like escaped from him. What's her name? Katie something? Katie Holmes?
Kate Holmes?
Katie Holmes. Yeah, she was in Dawson's Creek
Yeah.
too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Um,
was.
so that's kind of strange, like that those are like his
Yeah.
credits up until now,
Yeah.
which he's directing the new Scream 7 that's coming out in February.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he did Teaching Mrs. Tingle, and then 30 years later, Scream 7. It's like,
Well,
so let's see who was cast in the movie. We have Neve Campbell, Skeet Ulrich, who we know personally, and Drew Barrymore, Rose McGowan, Matthew Lillard, who we also know and just spoke to before this.
Yes,
He
yes,
endorses the
absolutely.
pod. I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't. Don't send him
You're
like
gonna get us
messages.
shut down before we even get started.
He said he endorses us and Trump. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
god.
Okay. We went there. All right.
Okay, and don't forget, David Arquette, of course, fabulous,
Courtney
fabulous.
Cox.
Yes, yes.
Yep. And she loved the Arquette Cox because they hooked up and got
Oh
married.
my god.
What? I thought he had chickens like in the movie, right? I'm just
No.
joking. It's because I said Cox. Okay, so before this movie, had you ever heard of it, like the word meta or like a deconstruction of like horror movies?
No, this is like the first one I can even recall that did something like this.
Like self awareness, like kind of
Yeah,
joking and folding in on itself. And then, like with the
yeah,
sequels, it's like stab two, stab three, stab four. And it's like they're just making a movie about a movie about a movie about a movie at this point.
yeah.
So Um, yeah, so Randy had his rules of surviving a horror movie, which was actually pretty unique for like its
Mhm,
time. And the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Like how he said, if you have sex, you'll die, which he was
mhm.
referencing Halloween and Jamie Lee Curtis. She was like the good girl that was abstinent and she
Yeah,
survived, but all the sweaty ones died. So he was referencing, like, stuff like that, and then
yeah.
what was the other one? Oh, and in Scream 4, he said, "You pretty much have to be gay if you wanna survive." That and that is true because there's never been a fucking gay character on the movies ever.
Mhm. I
Like,
mean,
so
unless you wanna go into, like, fan fiction about,
about
like, some of the
Billy and
characters
Stu.
that you right, yeah, 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 yeah.
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 I'm like, I could think about that for a while. I'm just kidding. So Sydney Prescott is our final girl. What did you think of Sydney Prescott? I think the only movie she had around this time was The Craft, which was Skeet Ulrich as well. So,
That
what
was
was your first impression
around
of them?
Yeah, that was around the same time. I didn't see The Craft until after. I saw Scream first and everything, but
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
now is one of my favorites. I absolutely love The Craft, but,
Yeah,
no, I think Sydney really displays herself as a very strong final girl character.
and she's
Um,
like a brunette. Is that their way of saying like, oh, she's not a blonde, she's actually smart? Like that's rude if that's what they were trying to do. Like, because they kill
I
off all
don't
the
know.
blondes.
I don't know, like, it's possible because if you look at other final girls, that has been a trend in the past. I mean, I wouldn't consider Jamie Lee Curtis to be a blonde. I wouldn't consider Heather from, Nightmare on Elm Street, like, she's brunette
Mhm.
also, all of these other final girls, yeah, it's typically, you know, um, I think later on in Scream, they changed the girls, with the final hair and everything. But I
Yeah,
love Sydney's just very strong attitude throughout. She doesn't seem to have like a weak bone whatsoever.
right.
Um,
And she's like
she's a tough girl.
fearless.
Yeah,
Oh, like she'll get
absolutely.
down and dirty with Ghostface. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Like
yeah.
running up the
Like no
stairs, pushing all
nonsense.
that shit on top of him, and then
Yeah,
she shuts her door onto her closet door. Like, how clever is
that
that?
trick.
And who
Yeah.
had a
Well, that was.
computer where you could call 911?
I know.
That's
I
still
always
not a
think about
thing.
that when when I see her dialing 911 on
White
on
woman
the
in trouble.
PC.
A scary movie.
Yeah, yeah. But no, she's smart.
No, I
She's
meant
very
that's from
smart.
Scary Movie, the spoof where it's like
Yeah.
white woman in trouble. But I think that's more like for deaf people, like when they have to type to a person that then like talks to the person
Yeah.
on the phone. That
Yeah.
just happened to me like a week ago, and it was so weird because it was like my like weed delivery person, and it was like, "Hi, I am so and so from like something translator. We have someone that's hearing impaired," and they're like translating it, and she wouldn't like tell me when like the message would end. So like she would talk, and then she would say the message, and I'm like, "Wait, what the?" Anyway, sorry, I got off topic. Okay, so we have Billy Loomis and Stu Macher. Spoiler alert: they're the killers. And if you didn't know that, I still don't care. I'm not sorry.
Just getting it right out of the way. So
Plus, you could tell they're the killers from like the first like the two scenes, like first two scenes. Like
yeah,
they made it so
you know,
obvious where you think like, oh, it wouldn't be them because it's too obvious, but then it was.
yeah, I mean, I think, I've had some of my other non-horror friends sit down and watch this with me, and I think to them or whatever, Billy is extremely obvious just from his mannerisms and like the sort of like aggressive way that he'll just like snap kind of back and forth in between his personalities where he's
What
just
about when he
sort of
was
just
like, "The Exorcist was on, got me thinking of you." I was like, "What the
it was just
fuck?"
weird. That was just weird.
It's like, "What?
But
Has she
like,
like puked like green slime on you before or what?" Like, why would you
yeah,
think of
I
Sydney
like
when you watch The Exorcist?
yeah, stuff like that. But with like Stu, I don't think it's fully obvious. Like with him, like yeah, you could maybe guess, but the way that he is so present, for his party and being nice to Tatum and Sydney and everything, like
Yeah.
it doesn't fully fit with him, I don't think, on a
It's
first
one of
watch.
those things where, like, on the first watch, he looks like a happy-go-lucky, joking, kinda, like, crazy guy, but
Yeah.
then if you watch it back knowing he's a killer, it's almost, like, menacing. Because remember when they were talking about the killing, he's like, "Ah-ha." He was
Yeah.
like, "Nah." And then he was like,
Him
he
and
sliced and diced her groin to sternum. I'm like,
yeah, that's
"Geez,
what I was
he's
gonna
definitely the
say.
killer."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because like what Randy was asking, like, oh yeah, how
"I think they
would
left her liver
you
in the mailbox."
right, yeah, like how would you do that? And like Stu perfectly describes how
Yeah,
what's Drew Barrymore's what is her name their name in the
Casey
movie?
Becker.
Casey. He perfectly describes how Casey was murdered in the first scene.
Yeah.
Like,
So, we were stupid, like, why didn't we get that the first time? Maybe because 'cause we're,
well,
like,
people
6.
also, and this is also sort of if you watch through it once and then watch through it again, they point out these shoes that Billy and Stu are wearing in earlier scenes, those like
And the
black
cop.
boots. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I'm like, "I know everything, let me just tell everybody I know everything." No, but, I just love this movie, that's how excited I get, and, like, you love it
Yeah.
just as much as I do, and we're, like, roughly the same age, so it's, like, it's so fun to talk about, like, over and
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, what did you think, of the dynamic between Gale Weathers and Dewey in the first movie? I was 25 here a whole year.
I know. And it was for me, it was a sort of roller coaster, I feel like, for me throughout the movie because of how Gail treated
She
Sydney,
was a
and you could see yeah,
big
that she was mean, and then when she would start interacting with Dewey, she's, like, flirting and everything, and I'm like, "Do I believe her?" Because, like, look at her personality and how she treats other people, and then they have their little kiss, right? They're looking for they find the car off in the woods or whatever and
when they
roll
almost
down
get
the
run
hill
over. She's
and
like,
almost
"Is
get run
that what you're
over.
looking for?" He said, "All my life." She said, "No, the car."
So I was like, I don't know if I fully believe her,
'Cause
honestly.
she's a bitch, like, in well, actually, all the movies she is. She's just not a very good person, but
Yeah.
I think that's what makes her the best character, or one of
Well,
them.
even at the very
Opportunistic,
end, at the end when Dewey has been shot or stabbed. He's been stabbed, I
both.
think. Dewey, yeah, whatever. And he's getting rolled off in the stretcher and he gets taken off right to the hospital and Gail stays behind for the final scene of the movie. And she stays behind filming her news
Her
thing
microphone.
instead of going with him to the hospital. Where I'm like,
She's
oh, if
like, "I
she
was eyewitness to bloodshed
like
in this house right behind me, while my boyfriend is dying in the ambulance right there. Let's go
right.
see what he has to say."
Yeah. Like, did you actually like him? Like, you're just gonna stay here? You're not
Right.
gonna go with him? Like, so I was
And
like,
that's a
I
story
don't
arc
know.
that she keeps, like, throughout the movies, like, even in
Yeah.
number 5, I don't wanna get too much into that, but she was like, "I'm
Right.
not gonna write about this, like, I'm gonna let those fuckers die in anonymity." And then in Scream
Yeah.
6, they were like, "You told me you weren't gonna write about it." And she was like, "Someone was gonna write about it." So it's like, maybe she needs to get, like, her morals in check. Like, Dewey
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But
Like
anyway,
like
before
it
I
was
get on those movies too much
well, it was like cool that she stepped in and helped Sydney in the end,
yeah,
in the final scene and everything. But it just
in
feels
5.
like She's no, in the first one, in the final scene where she comes in, she's the one that shoots Billy first. And like
Yeah.
that was like cool that she
She
like,
still had
stepped
her
up.
black eye Sydney gave her too.
Yeah, I know. And she like whatever, Billy had beat her up and everything and whatever. And it's just like, yeah, but then she just kind of backtracks like after that. Like I don't fully believe her. I don't think she's a bad person. I just don't fully trust her.
I mean,
I don't know if I'd be her friend. That's
on
what I'm
some
saying.
level, you can respect like the hustle or like she definitely wants to get her money. And it's like, hey, but that comes at a cost of like friends and family and people that are not going to want to be around you anymore because they're going
Yeah.
to think like anything they say to you is going to be put like on the internet or in a book.
Yeah. It's yeah, more like that and everything. So it was too
Yeah.
bad because also not trying to get too much into it, but like they could have been, the side that she shows Dewey that she's like, interested in him. That could
Yeah.
have been like super cute for them to actually fulfill, but
What might have been the one that got away. Just kidding. Um, so out of the characters we've discussed so far, who was your favorite and do you have a quote from them?
oh boy, that's difficult. You me totally unprepared here.
I'm trying to think of one
Hmm.
for me. I know it's probably gonna be something from Stu. Um,
I'm I'm leaning
I'll
towards
be right
Tatum.
back. It'd probably be that.
I'm I'm thinking probably Tatum and no, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Most
That's
likely
the
that.
first time we ever heard the word Ghostface,
Yeah. She seems to have coined it after all. I mean, that was the first time
yep,
I think, right? It was used in the movie.
right? And
Yeah.
why is she like bald now? Never mind, we don't have to get into it. Um,
I think she's got like a
so
pixie cut going on.
I hope so, because that shit was like cray cray. I'm like, who's that man? Is he from like the military? Like, is this like an army general?
Do not tag her in this. God help us, please. Like,
Oh my God, imagine this like goes viral and they're like, oh, drama or shade thrown at Rose McGowan from
Rose
podcast
McGowan.
hosts. I'm like, oh my God, Rose, I'm just kidding. Like, plus, I'm like Gail Weathers. Like, I'll do whatever it takes to get clicks. Like, I'm telling you, I'll do
Yeah.
anything. No, just kidding. Um, so what was your most memorable death scene besides the
Hmm.
first scene with Drew
I was
Barrymore?
gonna say, yeah, Casey's death was like something people talked about that too, just how gory that opening scene was. But actually this is gonna be like the underdog kill, and I think Kenny, Gail's assistant,
I thought
they
you were gonna
got
say Principal Himbry.
no, because they didn't even show him dead in the movie. They just talked about he was strung up on the goalpost, and I was like,
Well, we
yeah,
watched
we're
him
gonna
get
see it.
killed,
We
but
did, but we didn't see the final display of his death. But the cameraman, Kenny, when him and Sydney are hiding in the van or whatever, and there is a delay on the
3 second
video,
delay.
and he pops out and gets his neck is slit, and then when Gail gets out to the van later, he's laying
Get
on
your
top
fat
of
ass off my
the
car!
windshield.
Move your
So
fat
I
toddler
think
ass now!
I'm going to go with that because that's what I thought of first.
Okay.
So.
Before I tell you mine, do you know that the Principal Himbry killing was because the next kill wasn't going to be till the last scene and they needed to have
Mm,
something like in the movie. Otherwise, it's
something else.
like it's like a slasher, like you're supposed to have kills. So it was like Drew
Yeah,
Barrymore, then the principal, and then like the third act.
yeah.
And that
I
took like
mean,
them like 2 months to film that one scene, the third act. Like they have shirts made like saying I survived like the third act of like whatever because it was like so long. Like that was most of the movie. And
oh
it's
my
like
God.
45 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
So
Yeah. Well, it's the best part, so it was worth it. So
so they use practical effects, right? Like in the movie?
I
Because I
think
don't
so.
think CG was like a big thing at that time.
No, you supposedly can see when Billy gets shot in the head. at the end and everything, if you rewatch it and pause it and stuff, you can supposedly see like there seems to be a little mistake maybe in the editing where you can see like where the bullet hole like
Is it
is or
going
like
like blub
was
blub with like
like
blood?
you can yeah,
Like
like that it was yeah, like you can see that basically.
you can like when people get stabbed in the neck, you can tell it's like a pump, like pumping out blood because like
Yes. Something like that. I wanna rewatch it and find it. But yeah,
yeah.
you can supposedly see like, they probably shot something at his head and it like just like you can
If you
see
pause it
it
just
like
right, you
where
can see
it
his
was.
penis. Rose McGowan, we love you. Seriously. So
We love you. I love you in Jawbreaker. If you ever see this, I loved you in Jawbreaker.
that was the best fucking movie. I just watched it recently. It's free on YouTube. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like
Ferg Mayo
that the girl in the trunk with the
with the thing in her throat, and
the
she looks so
Jawbreaker
white
wedged
and
and
like
she's like, oh my God. Yeah, that haunted me. I saw that movie way too young. So,
I loved it. I like ate Jawbreakers for like the rest of my childhood because of
oh my
that.
God.
To where
No.
my tongue was bleeding because I love them so much. That's why I barely have any teeth now. Thanks, mom. I'm just kidding. So we're like 3/4 of the way done with our episode. So I want to talk about the influence on horror genre and 90s teen films. Like this really like if you think about it, look at like Halloween 6, that crazy disaster movie was in 95, 1 year before Scream came out in 96. So scary movies had taken like a huge dump, like all over themselves. Like it got stale. Like there's like Halloween, 30 of them already, and they're all stupid because like the thorn or whatever, or it's always about, like cults and like the pagans and like stupid shit like that. And it's like, no, we just want like a regular, like scary, fun movie. And then Scream happened.
Mhm.
And I think it took everybody like by surprise. Like, I know when I was like 7 years old and I watched it, like just him talking in the beginning, I remember the
Yeah.
feeling I had in my stomach and my heart like this because it was so menacing.
Yeah. No, definitely, yeah, that first scene with the amount I know actually probably it was like the first time that I watched it, and after watching that scene, because I was at a younger age when I
Hmm.
saw it, I know that I didn't even finish the movie the first time I watched it because of that first scene, because I was just freaked out, because I was
I
used to
made
watching it.
myself. I was
Yeah,
like
but I'm
this.
used to like Halloween and Friday the 13th, I would watch those on repeat. Halloween and Friday the 13th, and that what you were used to is seeing a slasher just kind of pop up and he
The
wouldn't
killer that
talk.
doesn't talk. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be like a quick,
He
so,
doesn't run
sometimes they
either.
would
He's just
go
like,
overboard. Yeah, but with this, it was like, he's playing a game. Ghostface is like playing a game, cat and mouse, whatever, really getting to the victims, not just like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers going up and just literally, that's
he
it, you're
builds it
done.
up. Like in the beginning, he's just like
Yeah,
a normal person, like, "Oh, I wanna take you out sometime." But then the second that he
yeah,
says, "I wanna know who I'm looking at," I'm
yeah,
like, it's like doom. It's like, "Oh my god." And I've never
yeah.
seen so many fucking windows in my whole life on a house.
I
It's
know.
like, was she the CEO of Windows? Co-founder?
I know.
Like,
Like
Windows the
everything's
computer?
open.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm like, "Okay, you went a little hard with the windows, but, like and you must have, like, a lot of Windex, but, like, shut your curtains, you know?"
Well, they all clearly live in a wealthy area. So it's like even,
Yeah.
Stu and Sydney's houses, like they are like, oh my God. Like
They
seriously.
really are too. Like, I went up there and I was trying to get to the Stumacher house. Like, I feel like I told you about this, like, outside of the pod, but I wanna tell everybody at home that I went all the way up there just to not see anything, but I got to the property and I got to see the place where, like, the car thing, like, at the end of Scream '96 when she was like, "Oh, is that what you're looking for?" Like, that was in, like, the road leading up to it and stuff, and I went to the second gate as far as I could, but then it was, like, a serious sign. It was like, "Keep out under perjury of or penalty of blah, blah, blah," and it, like, had, like, the what's it called? Barbed wire, and it was, like, one of those
Oh
automatic,
my
like
God.
it was open, like, I totally coulda came in, but it was like, "My gosh, I'm sorry." okay, I'll leave. I felt like it was like yelling at me personally. Like, get out.
We have to go up there. One day I will come back there and we will pay to go into it.
$300 a person.
Or we could stay overnight for what was it, a grand
Unless
or
Trump
something?
fucking keeps having inflation go up, then it'll be like $3,000 a person. But dude, no, we need to do it before Scream 7 comes out because it's probably gonna go up if you like, I would imagine,
Yeah,
because it's back in like the spotlight.
maybe, maybe.
And rumor has it that Stu Mucker's house is gonna burn down in the trailer that's coming up. Ooh,
Hmm, I don't want that to
mystery
happen.
spooky.
Yeah, I don't
Me
want that
either.
to happen.
I think they're gonna burn a fake one because I don't think they would burn the real one.
I
Like
have
in
a question
Halloween
for you,
2018.
actually.
What?
Wait, I have
For
a
me?
question. Yes.
Okay, listening.
Do you know, and this is a genuine question, it's not true.
I
Do
do
you
know.
know if it was Billy or Stu that killed Tatum?
Hold on, let me think about no, I think it was
Yeah.
Stu.
Was
Or
it
no,
Stu?
because there's, like, that part when Stu opens the door and it's Billy and he gives Stu, like, a weird look like, "Hey, I
He
just did it."
does.
But then
He
also,
does.
isn't that around the time Matt was like, "I'll be right back," and then he
Yeah,
goes
so
away?
the scene before was Randy's rule scene, and that was when Stu left to go get beers from the garage or whatever, and somewhere along the line, Tatum also went to the garage.
Yeah, she was
So,
a beer wench, as they called her.
yeah, as the beer went. Yeah, and
Oh.
so I don't know, and then later,
I'm
Stu and
like, "You
Randy
call
are
me a wench, you're
coming.
gonna catch this knife right here."
Well, Stu comes running up to Sydney later and he's, accusing, Randy or
Randy.
Billy or whoever
"It
of
was him, he's
killing
crazy, don't listen to
he
him,
killed my
Sid."
Tatum. Right, which I mean I wouldn't believe Stu or
And
anything
our
with him
genius final
saying,
girl says, "What? Fuck you both." And then Stu or Billy comes down the stairs, like, rolling all, like, dramatic like, and
yeah,
he's like, "Corn syrup, just what they use for pig's blood and curry." It's like, you would know that, Billy. Like
right. And
and,
then
like, in a scary
quotes,
movie, ketchup.
yeah. So wait, what's your answer? You think it was Billy or Stu?
It's so hard to say. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
um was there another killing around that time? Like, in that wait.
Mm-mm.
No, I think it was Billy because I think Matt was the one who called Randy on the phone and said that Principal Hembry was hung up, or he has one
Mm,
of them called to make them all leave
to get them out.
because they all left after that except for Randy.
Yeah.
So that was on purpose. So I don't even know if he really was hanging from the football thing or whatever. It
And
could have
why did
just been a
Randy
ploy to
not
get them
leave?
away.
Like Randy was
Uh,
supposed to have left and he didn't go with anyone.
because he was watching a movie. I don't blame him. He's probably stoned. Like he looked really stoned and drunk. Like when I met him at GalaxyCon, I asked him, I was like, "Did you smoke today?" He's like, "No, I'm just tired." But remember, Jamie, look behind you. Look behind you.
He was clearly drunk or something
Yeah.
in character in that scene or whatever.
And then
Mhm.
Scream 2, when they showed Stab, like the scene where they mock that, he's like, "Look behind you. Look behind you. Look behind you. Look behind." I'm like, "Fool, stop." Like I already looked behind me and there's nothing there. What?
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
what? So this brings me to another huge question that everybody is wondering. Is Stu actually dead? What do you think? Those TVs were heavy back in the day,
Those TVs were heavy.
but
However,
the glass is very thick, so he that might have kept him from getting electrocuted. Because the electrocution would probably be what would have killed him.
yeah, but there's multiple things going on here. One is the whole lore that Ghostface can only be killed by getting shot in the head or whatever.
You
Like
told me
it,
that the
some
second I met you.
Yeah, I think at some point in the series, in the Scream series, I think it's Sydney even says that, or maybe it's another character, so don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure someone in the
Let
later
me write
movies
this
even
down.
says
Huh,
that. Look it
yeah.
up because I'm almost positive. But the other thing is that we're now
Was
on to
it
our
like an Easter egg in one of the later movies? Like
I
4 or
think
5
yeah,
or
I think
something?
someone says it because going forward, I think that's the only way. I don't know if it necessarily has to be a gunshot, but something.
To
Well,
the
that's the
head.
other thing.
Scream 3, that's when that
People,
started
right?
because he
People are
wore a
like,
vest.
yeah. So people are like, well, it doesn't matter how. It's just as long as it was done to the head. So in theory, so if Stu had a TV crush his head or electrocute him, then he would be dead. Now we're on the seventh Scream movie, so that's however many years in that universe have
That they never
passed,
talked about him.
and no one talked about, oh, one of them escaped. Like
Or
where
I got a
like
letter
Stu's
from Stu from
right,
prison, or like,
right. And like
you
so what
know,
Stu's parents were gone at the time of this movie. They're obviously gonna come back and
yeah.
like what they kept him in
I think
hiding
Kevin
like for
Williamson
that
says that
long.
Stu is alive, but Wes Craven said that he was dead. And it's like,
Maybe
he
they're
is
gonna
pretty
do
much dead.
something.
Like, they would have already exhausted
Yeah.
that storyline if, like, he was supposedly dead, like, in the second movie. It would have been Stu
I
coming
mean,
right back.
I don't know. Like that's the thing is that I kind of believe that he could be alive based on the whole TV versus gunshot thing, but again, it's a lot of years have passed and there's been no word from him whatsoever. Maybe they're gonna do like a Billy thing where he is CGI'd back to life, like as a ghost or
No,
something like that.
I
Like,
barely like that, and that would just be dumb to
yeah,
do it
me
again.
either. Yeah, it did not turn out as well, I don't think, as the de-aging
And oh my
process.
god, he is unrecognizable, like, in that movie. Like, I like
Yeah.
him better just normal. Like, when I was at GalaxyCon, I was like, yeah."
Yeah, I like if
Like,
I
Billy.
was in charge of that, I most likely would have just left him exactly as he was and maybe just done real makeup, not CGI. Like,
Yeah.
and just
It could have
rolled
been
with
like
it.
what
Like,
s and also, how does she know what he looked like with that shirt on with all the blood?
yeah, I don't
Like,
know why they
she
chose
wasn't
that
there,
either.
she wasn't
So
even
like,
born.
yeah, well,
And
that
you
was
know,
how
remember
he
how he was
died,
on, like,
right?
the news and it was, like, a picture from, like, the back of, like, the DVD of Scream? It looked like it was literally taken for the movie, I'm like, "Really?" But yeah,
Yeah,
I hope Stu is alive, but my thing is, like, how would he get out of there without anyone noticing? Like,
yeah.
he wouldn't have just
That's
been
all the
forgot about.
police,
Sydney would have been
right?
like, "Did you was he dead? Did you get both of them?" Or whatever, like, something,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
something. Because if he had got, let's say he got the TV off his head, ran away to go hide or something like that, like,
How many witnesses would have said, "Oh, he was there that night,
yeah.
and he was a killer?" Like,
Yeah, and again, he had parents, like, you can see something on one of the scenes where it's like his parents are out of town or something,
yeah.
like,
"My
just
mom and dad are
realistic.
gonna be so mad at me."
Right. Yeah, exactly, realistically, they probably would have filed something like, "Oh, he's missing," or something. I don't know, like, it just doesn't.
Yeah, like a
I know,
missing poster or like a milk jug or
yeah,
something.
yeah, like, I love his character so much, and I'd love to see
Stabs
him
most
back, but
wanted, perhaps.
yeah, I'm just curious to see how they're going to incorporate him back to life, basically. So,
That is yeah. I wish I could get on board with that, but I can't because it's like Scream has, like, prided itself on being not, like, believable, but, like, more so than, like, a Michael Myers. It, like, is in the real world kinda. And so there's not
yeah,
like, the CG thing was, like, outside of that realm. It's, like,
mhm,
very, like, normal, like, regular,
yeah,
like, you know?
right, yeah, this whole, like, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, like, Chucky, they can't be killed, or well, they can't, but
Yeah.
then they come back. These are real people that are posing as Ghostface in all of these movies, and, like, it's always whatever, someone you know or
There's
is
no
someone you
Michael
know.
Myers, no Jason Voorhees to keep coming back.
Right. So it's like, I don't know.
Or
I
no,
don't
she
know how
said,
they're
"No
gonna.
bad guy to keep coming back."
Yeah.
Do you know who said
So I
that?
don't. Tell me. Tell us
Mikey
all.
Madison,
Okay. My
Amber Freeman.
homework is going through all of the rest of the Scream movies again because
You haven't seen 5?
I've seen all of them, but
That's where
I
Amber
also
is.
I also watch a lot of movies and sometimes I get confused. So I have to rewatch everything.
Oh, well, I probably watched it, no joke, probably, like, 8,000 times in my life, I'm not kidding.
Mhm.
Like, I
Yeah.
used to
No,
use that to go
everyone.
to sleep at night, like, it was like a meditation, like, I would turn on Scream.
Mhm. Yeah, I know Mikey is a very popular one. So I will
Now, after
be,
Scream,
yeah, after Scream.
she won an Oscar, I think.
I think so. She
Or
was
like,
always super busy, like with the when she would be at Comic Cons or Horror Cons, like her her and Billy's daughter, who plays Billy's daughter.
Melissa Barrera
Yes, were extremely,
and Jenna
booked and
Ortega.
everything.
All three of them are like
Mhm.
super famous.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Jenna at I've yet to see her make an appearance at a show or that
She's
she
too
is.
uppity. Kidding.
Yeah.
Like, she's more uppity than Melissa Barrera. Like, Jenna Ortega is like the it girl right now still. Like, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
remember
I have
seeing her in
still
X. That was so good.
see I think I watched one episode
Have you
invested in
seen
that
X?
show. No. Maybe.
Like, the movie, it's like they're filming like an adult film, like in the farm or in the barn.
Oh, of the trilogy with Pearl, X, and
Yeah,
Maxine? Yes. She's
Jenna
oh,
Ortega
that's
was in that.
oh, right. She's got different color hair in that movie, right?
She looks a little different, but she's the one that's always like on the cover on like Netflix when she's like screaming at the end or whatever. And she's
Okay.
like,
I will be honest, I liked Pearl and Maxine a lot more than X and
I did not like Maxine at all. It was so dumb.
really? I
I was
it
so
was
excited too because Pearl was like, oh my God, I was in love with that movie. Oh my
yeah,
God. Because that
yeah.
was like me. Like, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, what did I do? Why don't you like
I
me?
I liked how Maxine looked. The cinematography, the
Yeah.
colors, like
Like
all
all
of that. It was
80s, like doing
yes.
cocaine kind of like
Yeah,
on the
it
streets of
reminds
Vegas,
me yeah, it was like Boogie Nights, like all over again almost, but more
like
violent
on Las
actually.
Vegas Boulevard or whatever back in the day or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, like
And
her
she had like the fur
outfits,
jacket.
like yeah, the outfits, oh my God, like
She's
the
like, one
oh,
day I'm going to be a star. I'm like, no, today you're a prostitute.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's a job. I mean,
So, I do not remember X that well, honestly,
well,
'cause
I
I
liked
didn't
it,
yeah,
but it didn't make sense to me at first. Like, kinda it
yeah.
does now, and I didn't know that Mia Goth was playing the old lady too until, like, after I saw that she was credited for both characters, and I was like, "Oh my
So
god."
that's what confused me in that movie. Because I was like, "Wait, are they both the exact same character, and it's just her at 2 different ages, and she's like, what is happening?" That's why
What was
I
her
know that I
name in
wasn't
X, like, the young one?
yeah,
Because the old lady was
I don't know.
Pearl. Oh, it was
Yeah.
Maxine, like, the younger one, and Pearl was the old one.
Mm, yeah.
So,
But then in Maxine, she's having flashbacks, like, and they're even, like, trying to blackmail her with, like, tapes from X, from the
I'm like,
movie
I couldn't
X
tell you
or
the first
whatever.
fucking thing about Maxine because, like, and I think the ending, it was, like, her father or some shit, I don't know,
Yeah,
was the killer
t
or
yeah, I kind of I lost what was happening by the end. I was like, I guess
yeah,
she's getting arrested or something? I'm not really sure. So this is
they were just jumping way too much for me, I'm just like, I miss Pearl, just dancing with the
yeah,
scarecrow, and
yeah,
when she was, like,
Pearl
doing
is
the tap dancing, like,
yeah, Pearl is outstanding by far. Great. Fantastic. I
oh
remember
my
that
god,
movie.
and
So,
that fucking pig rotting on the porch, like, the whole movie, like, escalating, like, getting worse
yeah,
and worse with the
yeah,
flies, and then the
yeah,
ending when her husband comes home, and then she just
yeah.
stands there like this.
Well, her like friend. Wait, doesn't someone else come over? Like her friend comes over,
The
or her
girl that they auditioned for
or
the dance
something.
thing with, yeah,
Right? Yeah, her friend comes over or something like
and brings her that
first.
pig to eat because, like, her
Yeah,
mom and
and then
her and her
and
dad is
then she
sick and
kills
they're
her.
poor.
That great scene with her chasing her with the axe like down
Yeah.
the driveway
Oh,
or
no, that was the
whatever.
duck.
Yes, yes, yes,
That
yes.
was so disturbing.
It was great.
And then, like, yeah, she chased her with the axe, and then I loved that, but then I also loved, like, when she almost put her dad, like, in the river with the crocodile.
Yeah,
I was like, "Come on, you know you want it, just push him. Just do it." Like, who doesn't wanna do that to, like, their worst
right.
enemy? Because then, like, there's no evidence because it'll get eaten. Like,
Yeah,
hello?
yeah.
And
It's
also, why
clear.
did her
Yeah.
dad, like, watch her take a bath? Like, she was, like, all naked in front of him and, like, being all weird, and
I don't know. That's probably why she was gonna
he was just like, "Okay, so"
anyway. Sidebar
So
onto
we
Pearl.
have reached pretty much, I know, but I think that they're going to love our ADHD. Well, mine.
I
They'll
go
love
with
your
that.
takes when I'm not interrupting them.
I think I'm right there with you with that, like, ADHD, 'cause I'm totally like, "Yeah, we can go talk about Pearl. That's fine. We can
Yeah.
talk about any other movie." I brought up, like, other movies this entire time, so
And we're doing it because why? Fun. So as long as we're having fun and not
yeah,
hurting no one, not
right.
drinking and driving or anything. So on a scale of 1 to 10 before we go, what would you rate Scream?
I'm gonna go ahead with 10,
Yeah,
definitely.
like, that's
For
obvious,
Scream
but
1996 is a 10.
yeah, for sure. To me, it's 10 times, like, 1,000 bajillion million. Like, that I think changed both of our lives, that movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Or,
definitely, for sure.
you know, it's been a
Me,
big part
you
of it for
yeah,
sure. Like, there was only 5 years of our life that didn't have Scream in it, and it's been there ever since. So, I don't know, it's special to me and all the other ones too, which we will talk about next week. We will
yeah.
talk about Scream Dos because we're gonna count down to what?
So, well, I guess we're getting to 7,
Yeah, in
right?
February.
In February? I thought it was
Mhm.
December. I think I'm confusing that with something else.
I
It's
wish.
February?
Yeah.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's is coming in December. That's what it
FNAF.
is. FNAF
FNAF.
2.
That's what my nephew says. He's like, "Oh, yeah, the FNAF game?" I'm like, "The who? Is that, like, from, like, a Mediterranean restaurant? What's a FNAF?" Okay, so let's end this with our, favorite line from the movie. It could be anything, and I guess I'll start. No, I already used that one earlier. Hold on, let me think of
Well,
another.
I was gonna do the same one as earlier because I don't
Okay, you do
know.
it.
Well, wait. Let me think if there's anything better. But I don't think there is. Please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel.
I love it. Okay, that's a really good one. Okay, what can I oh my gosh, this is so difficult. You know what? I think I'm gonna
No
go with,
pressure.
"Did you hear that they put her liver in the mailbox? Because I think they put her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her
You have to
pancreas.
hold your nose to
Because
get
I
it
think
just
they
like
left her liver in the
Brandy.
mailbox." I'm like, "Did I get COVID?" No, I'm just plugging my nose. It's like, "I can't
Just
smell anything."
pretending to be Randy. That's all.
And never say you'll be right back because you won't be back. But we'll be back, right?
Probably. Most likely.
Unless we get killed by, like, Stu.
If he's back from the dead, yes.
He can kill me with his, uh,
Oh,
knife.
jeez.
What are you thinking? Jeez, I was talking about knife.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, would you recommend it to horror fans? I would, yes.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a must see for horror fans.
Age
And I just
6? Yes.
yeah. I feel like just movie lovers in general should see this because it was an extremely unique movie for its time and the first one to really do something like this at that time. And I think it's monumental like for that reason. And honestly, sure, the first scene is gory, but it's not that bad. I think anyone
No.
could get
It's
I
more
think
psychological.
non-horror fans yeah, non-horror fans can get behind it, I think. It's not that bad.
No, that was what I was gonna say earlier, is you can't even get to Sydney's house or, Casey Becker's house because there's a gate and it's, like, all the way down a windy road and a hill.
But yeah,
So I didn't even try to go there, but, we have to go one
I would
day.
like we have to try at some point, just make a road trip and hit all 3. Those 2,
Shout
Sydney
out
and
to Spring
Casey.
Hill Estates. Give
Yeah,
me some cheese and a ticket to come visit
yeah, we'll come do a cool photo shoot there.
while eating your cheese that you make, apparently.
They make cheese?
Yeah, like, in stores and stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
they have,
good
like,
to
a cheese
know.
empire.
Jeez.
Alright, so thank you for joining us for the GHOUL Next Door episode 2. Hopefully, Leon will be on at some point. Hopefully, Leon will be on our podcast soon. Alright, guys,
Well
stay spooky. Bye, I'm Eric, and I'm an alcoholic.